I have seen people who are real big into KOF, and they pick this up, and there's a little bit of a learning thing as they keep trying to make motions for a while until they sort of figure it out.
I was trying to do motions when I was playing the game for a little bit.
Kilby, could you do us a favor and show full screen for the full glory of the game?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So there's another little element to this that's new for SNK Heroines, and that's the option of items. Those little yellow orbs that you see there, every time you hit one, you're actually picking up an item. Use the right stick to actually activate the item. The item's sort of right there in the corner diagonally from the time meter for each character.
Oh, okay.
So you can deploy them. You can deploy them carefully. You know, a lot of them are situational. There's a bunch of different ones. They all have different sort of effects. Right there, you see the spring and life bottle.
Oh, so there's kind of like power-ups that you're collecting? Yeah. Okay. And this is
so you just deploy the spring there.
Oh, is this part of the game too, right? Or is it a core element of the game, or can you turn them off?
You can turn them off. Okay. In the options, but you know, we recommend by default sort of having them on because they add a little bit of kind of unpredictability.
Okay.
To each match.
Items. All right. Yeah. Just
some of the hypest moments are literally a last minute. You know, you're getting comboed. They're setting you up for one of those dream finishes, and you're about to take it, but then you drop a pan on his head, and you interrupt. And because you can do that even when stunned, you can still deploy items. So it's still kind of like even when you're in a finishing chance like this, you have your last option. That's the item that you're picking up.
Now, is there a set amount of items or that are unique to each character, or is it universal to everybody?
It's mostly universal to everybody except for that SP there. You see, when you get into critical life, that SP just automatically comes up, and that allows you to use one special of the character that you have in the background. So if you were to use the SP with Mai in the background, you would see a fan go across the screen.
Okay, wow. Yeah, there's quite a bit of a system. Is there, besides the items, the special attacks, the normals, is there anything else that you can share in regards to battle system?
Yeah, so there's a dedicated grab button.
Oh, okay.
And that is totally accessible on the ground or in the air for all characters.
You know, the grab, okay, I forgot to ask this in the beginning, but normally the first two things that I ask for in a fighting game is number one, how do you throw? Number two, how do you sweep? Because those are the two cheapest things in fighting games.
So actually, in this, we've taken out the sweep entirely.
You have taken it out. What are you doing to me,
you may notice that none of these characters are crouching.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I just just rocked my world, man.
Speaking of Jabili having so many questions, I got a few questions in the chat if you guys want to answer a couple.
Yeah,
absolutely, guys. Yeah,
okay, so AxeFresh305 asks, did you guys like the new DLC character, that trailer today for KOF 14? What do you think of her?
Today?
Oh man, I was really busy working on this. So
I'm not aware of that. Apparently, that's a thing.
Yeah,
it is just morning in Japan right now. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry guys, we've been working really hard to prepare SNK Heroines today. So if you have anything related directly to SNK Heroines, and we can hopefully answer some of your questions.
All right. Roy Story asks, any news of SNK Heroines online modes?
Ooh, online.
Online.
Any? First of all, are you planning to have an online system?
Yes.
Okay.
So online is both quick match and room based.
Oh, okay. So traditional lobby.
Yeah.
Okay. And
that's for online. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you, this is. I mean, guys, also gotta consider that this is still. One of the early builds. It's not the final version. And
yeah, so we're looking at a demo that we showed at our press event in February to press. And this is the first time it's sort of been out in public.
Sure. So there's still a lot of things that, you know, my man Travis here can't answer. Like, I would straight up dig in to the net play questions. Like, first, for our sake, I think I can speak for the entire community that rollback net code is our cup of tea.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have plans that early to discuss if it's going to be on rollback or is it going to be on input latency.
Full disclosure, I'm not one of the devs on the title, but I am really excited tonight to announce that we're going to be having a panel at PAX East.
Okay.
April 6th, 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern, where we will be having the devs from the game there to talk about it.
Oh, nice.
And not just SNK Heroines, but actually the 40th anniversary of SNK, which is this year.
All right. One more time, April 6th.
April 6th, that's a Friday.
Friday.
April 6th.
Okay.
From 12 to 1.
12 to 1.
Eastern.
Eastern.
Yeah, so PAX East in Boston.
Is this gonna? It's a panel, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So an hour-long panel talking with the director, Kaito Soronaka.
Okay.
And some other staff from SNK. Some surprises. I'm being a little bit cagey on that, but lots of really cool announcements. We'll be revealing the next character at the panel.
Oh yes.
So that's really exciting. We talked about that a little bit at our press event in February. But yeah, we're really proud to announce this big panel. Basically, SNK 40th anniversary, sponsored by NISA, and I'll be there. And with a lot of the SNK crew, I'm not sure we may or may not have time for questions, but knowing that now about the netcode, I'm gonna talk to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to him.
Yeah,
we'll see if we can fit that in.
Yeah,
Please do.
Please, yeah, because like I'll tell you a little history on this stuff. Traditionally, the fighting game community has played on the delayed base netcode, which is you feel like, I mean, obviously, if you're playing within the same region, it's gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna feel like pretty close to offline. But as soon as you get to the next town, the next state, then you're playing kind of underwater. Like you're playing catch up with like anticipation fighter is what we like to call it. Rollback actually keeps the timing as close as possible to real time. The drawback to rollback, though, if once you get into like really far distances or the ping is really bad, then you see a bit of the teleporting.
Yeah.
So, both have their pros and cons.
Right.
But when rollback is good, it's the best. Versus when delay netcode is good, it's like hit or miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
actually something I haven't brought up yet about this that I realize is actually quite important. What we're seeing right now is 1v1 gameplay. This is a 2v2 tag game that allows for 2v2 play.
So, wow, okay, so you can actually have 4 people playing.
You can have 4 people playing at the same time, and that is actually available online as well.
Okay.
I was about to pop that question.
Yes. Okay. So that's an extra feature bonus for people that want to get 4 players going in the lobby, duking it out. I believe I don't know which KOF title did that. Maybe it was just offline play when they can select each character.
KOF 14 has a 6-player party mode.
Did it? Oh, did it? Okay. Just making sure. So that's pretty cool. You get more people to play. It's really accessible. Awesome.
I got
man.
I got a bunch of questions.
Oh, you got a bunch of questions
People
now?
are throwing questions
Yeah,
at
that's
me.
good. Yeah,
All right.
lay it on us. Lay it on us, man.
All right. I'm pretty sure this is a no. I'm going to guess. But Naoto Ace asks, will this game have an English dub?
No, JP voice only. I mean, that's kind of a given standard, I think, for a lot of SNK fighters.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not sure
what I thought
exactly
too.
how many have had English dubs in the past, but this is it's actually a lot of different languages. It's basically eFix Plus. So for text, we're going to be doing a lot of. So it'll be localized for just about anything that you speak, sort of globally. But as far as voice goes, JP only.
All right.
Oh yeah, is the game meant to have 1 round?
Yes.
1 round. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And then so there's a throw. There's no sweep. So how do characters get knocked down? Besides throw.
Most hard knockdown comes from probably wall bouncing.
Bouncing.
So a lot of characters have on their heavy plus either dashing or sort of ending it on a combo. You'll see that it'll knock them across the stage as soon as they hit the wall. They'll bounce off, and I think that might be a hard knockdown. I'm not sure. And I'd like to see somebody try recovery with the block button. Lets you roll out.
Ooh, Nakaruru, yes.
Mamaha.
Okay, switch to Kula, okay.
All right.
She gets Mamahama in this costume.
Next on
but
the
actually
list here.
in the other costumes, she gets appropriate ones for that. So when the vampire costume, it's a bat.
Hold on.
The bat.
Looking at the screen here, are players going to be able to do literal mirror matches like this?
Yeah.
So how do you tell who's who?
Oh, you saying like the costumes are the same?
Yeah, Kula was literally the same color.
Oh, they're saying like there's no default color change when they pick the same outfit.
Well, this is the demo version, so I'm
yeah,
not really sure.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I
the
was
demo
hoping for.
version. We okay.
We'll have to wait till to see further versions if that
For sure.
changes
All
or not.
right.
Okay.
But actually, if you can see on the bottom there, each character has a circle that's underneath their feet. And so you're able to tell who that is based on the color of the circle underneath them.
There it is.
Okay, okay. All right.
So there you got red. You got Kula Red and Kula Green.
Got it. All right.
Which also allows you to pick the same character on your team for both characters.
Oh, nice. And
I thought that was a weird demo glitch, actually. But that's going to be a real thing in the full version?
I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
yeah,
but
we're
I'm
gonna
pretty
have
sure.
to wait and see on that. So okay, how many characters are in this build, and
This
who are
is
they?
this is a six character demo.
Okay.
We have the 5 initially launched or the 5 initially announced characters. So Kula, Mai, Yuri, Leona. Who am I missing?
Nakaruru.
Nakaruru is the 6th character,
Athena.
but that's
Oh,
Athena.
Athena.
How
Thank you.
could you forget Athena?
I don't know.
Athena.
She's on the cover of all things. So shit. The 6th character is Nakaruru. She was announced at EVO Japan.
Oh, okay.
And so next will be our 7th announced character at PAX East.
So here's a fun question, and you probably won't be able to answer, but so we were at dinner, and we were having a discussion. You know, this game is going to be pretty interesting, and what if they have, what's the chances of having guest characters? Because it's an all-female roster. And say, like, they just brought up a character that would probably fit to, like, say, fight Athena, maybe Sailor Moon, or something like that, or you know, maybe a Chun-Li.
Well,
you know,
while my mouth is my mouth is sealed on certain upcoming character reveals, I think a lot of people are gonna be really excited by what we're coming out with.
Okay.
Don't you
look at this guy.
Don't you
be
dare
Oh,
characters.
he's
say
doing
that.
it. He's doing it right now.
He's doing
He's making everybody water right now. See, that's a great question, isn't it? Because now the expectations are like, think of any game, any of your favorite games, and just hope that that character could be in. Oh man, that could actually bring.
I want to see the guesses. I want to see the guesses.
Yes, me too. Yeah. So guys, do us a favor. Hashtag WNF, and tell us like what characters you would like to see in SNK Heroines.
You know, it's actually really funny. We were touring during the press event. We were touring with the director and the producer.
Okay.
And we were talking to a lot of press, and they had a lot of the same sort of questions, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like, you know, a lot of people were asking about SNK Gal Fighter, which people don't know was the title that was on Neo Geo Pocket. That was sort of similar in that it featured an all-female cast. And a lot of people were wondering, you know, is this sort of a spiritual successor for Gal Fighters? And it's associated with that, is Miss X in there? And it was really funny because by the end of the week, we're talking to the SNK guys, and they're like, a lot of people talking about Miss X, huh? And so,
okay.
all I'm saying is,
Yes.
you know, they're out there, they're listening. So when people are talking about this and we're telling them, hey, you know, people are talking about this character or that character, we're sharing that with the team. You know, so that's why I say I love hearing from the fans. I love hearing people ask if such character is going to be in there, or man, it'd be really great if that character would be in there.
Well, I'm gonna just from the Street Fighter community, it's pretty obvious that Chun-Li, Sakura. I mean, if you want to even go newer school, Viper, because she's not in Street Fighter 5 right now. So
where has she been?
Yeah, where's she been exactly? So, you know,
someone brought up something kind of interesting in the chat.
Yeah.
Since Geese is in Tekken, I'd imagine we could get a Tekken character for SNK Heroines.
There you go.
That sounds hilarious. I would love to see Xiao Yu.
You know,
in this game.
we're living in the age.
Xiao,
we're
yeah.
living in the age of epic crossovers.
Yes,
man. You know,
absolutely.
it's like all these guys, you know, especially in Japan, like it wouldn't surprise you, they all know each other. All right, they're all talking to each other.
They
They're
play these games
they're
together.
Playing each other.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
they are. Oh,
and so
yes.
it's a new world, man. That sort of friendship, that sort of bringing people together kind of thing. We're seeing all sorts of crazy crossovers. You know. So I just say, don't put it past it.
Got it. Well, you know, thanks for saying that because crossovers are really fun. Here's another question I have. So this game, it looks very cosmetic-ish.
Yeah.
So is there going to be costumes, alternate a bunch
Yeah.
of alternate costumes.
So what we got in
Yeah.
the demo here is every character has 3 costumes,
Okay.
and then about, I think it's 5 or 6 different colors per costume. What we don't have is any of the customization menu.
Okay.
So there are a lot of different accessories that, that attach to different slots on each character that can be unlocked with the money that you see. You see at the end here that, that there's a little bit of money that's given at the end of the match for one of the characters. Let's see this. Right there.
Oh, you get money.
So you get money at the end of every match. That's to unlock accessories. That's to unlock voice packs. That's to unlock a lot of different things.
So here's a suggestion. Instead of just making a menu that you can just shop these things, you should have a mini game where they go to the mall. You go to the mall and you can go, all right, this is where I get my shoes. This is where I get, you know what I'm saying? They go to the mall. They go to, and so you can go and have a little mini store, and then you can meet everybody else there, and you can kind of show off what you're wearing. Come on, man. This is the new age.
What I really like about this is that you have the preview on there. So you can basically, as soon as you select a character and select a costume and a color, you can preview that color before you select it. And it appears basically almost immediately.
All right.
The art is fantastic, man. I have to give it like this right here.
I give it up to Ogura Esuke-san, and he's the character artist for this. It's really kind of fun in the idea, and this is in the art book, but there's a lot of different sort of, you can see the approach to each character that they took, because, I mean, this is, you know, characters with nearly, I think, 30 years of fighting game history.
Yeah.
But you're sort of seeing a lot of them in a completely kind of different light with these new sort of interesting new costumes. And so you can see the process they went through and how to sort of redesign these characters, you know. And so I love all these new costumes. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Some of the details, for instance, Nakurudo you see there in the vampire outfit. So when she hits people, she isn't hitting people with a dagger. She's hitting people with like a stone cross.
Oh,
and that makes a different sound effect than the dagger does. But also, in her, the one with the Arabian Night style, she has a tambourine. So where you hit people, it doesn't make a dagger sound.
Oh, wow. The attention to detail is there.
And you can see the effects there. When she throws out Mamaha, it's a bat.
It's a bat. Okay.
And it's in the Arabian one, it's a magic carpet.
Wow.
They really went all out with the costumes. It isn't just a simple aesthetic change.
Even to the hits, they have a bunch of little little items that pop out. Now, is that also I guess selectable as an accessory, like the type of attack exposures that you do? I know Tekken has that with like the boom, the pals.
No, these are just sort of. I think that these are character dependent. So you'll see that.
Dependent.
So you see that Leona's is almost always vegetables.
Oh, it's vegetables.
And then you hear that little. You hear that microwave ding at the end of the dream finish there.
Is it? Because
she's a flight attendant.
She's a flight attendant. Oh.
No, that's actually based on Hydern.
Hydern.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's kind of a take on Hydern's outfit. That's a different color palette, but the normal color palette, it's the Hydern colors.
Speaking of hit effects and whatnot, there was somebody in the chat asking earlier, Rubber Ducky asks, is it possible to turn off the crazy candy sparkle effects every time you hit something?
I don't believe so. I think it's just sort of the style of
it's the
game.
cosmetics, man. You know? Oh, a bomb?
So you just use an item.
Oh, the
bomb item.
Okay.
I really want to see him use the pan though. That's one of my favorite ones, because it just comes out of nowhere. These guys are Osaka based. That is some classic Osaka style comedy.
Now, can you talk a bit about like stages? Do they have one for each character, or is it like a special case, like a throwback for a classic game?
So what we're actually getting into here now is a little bit of the storyline, and the idea that sort of after the way that they put it, after the quote last tournament, a lot of the female characters were abducted, and they've been taken to this castle, and so all the stages are different rooms inside of this sort of crazy castle.
Okay.
So we're not really sure exactly who took them, but there's a couple of different motifs here that give, I think, a hint. If people have seen the front of box, it may be, so for some people, it may be a little easier to guess than others.
All right. That's interesting. We got some lore, so it's not just like a.
So the stages here are actually going to be based on different layers of this mansion.
Okay. So there is. So you're hinting at a story mode.
Yes. So there is a story mode.
Okay.
Basically, you know, we really wanted to embrace that idea of these characters sort of knowing each other, the history of each other, they play off each other. So your team will sort of determine what the story, how the lines in the story mode, right? As these different characters can kind of play each other. Rivals are definitely different than friends, and there's so many different sort of combinations based on the characters that you can choose. A lot of people are actually going to probably want to play through the story mode a couple times just to hear the different things. I've seen some of them. A lot of them are really hilarious. The whole entire thing, I mean, it sounds kind of dark, but the whole entire thing is really like light, right? And so it's really about having fun. It's about character appreciation. If I was to boil down this game in one word or two words, character appreciation.
Okay, that's awesome, man. It sounds like, you know, it's going to be a well-packaged game. You have story mode, the versus mode, of course. You have the team battles.
Yeah.
You have online features. You have accessories. I mean, that's pretty much the core elements of fighting games. And of course, you're going to have DLC packages probably down the road and announcements.
We're not talking about that just yet.
But I mean, it's safe to say surprises down the road at post-launch. Just from the work that SNK has done with like even KOF 14, they still surprising all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I put them in high regards to give quality content.
Absolutely. Surprise is right.
Yeah. To the fans. So kudos to everybody there. That's always like looking at the fighting game community, obviously looking at the fans, supporting the scene, and this one right here, I mean, we have a pretty decent showing. I mean, we have Kula in the house, I believe. Yeah, see, cosplay.
Yeah. So you guys want to get into a little bit into the meaty fighting game part of this? I got a couple of questions.
Sure.
All right, Kinnen BR asks, how do you break someone's defense? Is guard infinite?
Guard is not infinite. Think of it kind of like Smash again. Guard is degradable. So basically, if you continue to hit into it, eventually it will sort of break. But you can also grab out of guard like you would in a normal game. And so if somebody's really playing defensively, you do have the option to just come in there and start grabbing.
Okay.
What's the indication of guard degrading? Is it like...
You can definitely see it on the graphic. I don't think we've seen anybody really sort of employ a lot of... I mean, turtling doesn't really pay off so much in this one. And everybody we've seen so far has been really sort of playing aggressively. So we haven't seen that in play, but yeah, if you were to sort of break it down and watch, you could see the differences in the sort of as it gets more and more degraded.
Okay, so
there's a graphical indication.
And the effect is like they get stunned or they just can't block no more, right?
I think it results in a stun and no block for a very short time.
Got it. Yeah, that's pretty standard. I mean, it's pretty hard to keep blocking in this game, anyways, because KOF series, like just this, the SNK series has various ways to open you up.
Yeah,
it's you're not going to be blocking for long anyway.
And there's a lot of different items here that where block will not help you.
Oh, wow.
Right. So there's a giant boulder with Chang's face on it that is completely unblockable.
Oh wow.
There's
unblockable items.
Yeah, there's a giant statue that when it hits the ground will stun anybody with their feet on the floor.
Oh wow.
There's a lot of different ways. You got to be real careful. There was a banana there that got dropped. Kula fell on it and lost a lot of meter because of it. So there's ways of affecting people's meter.
Oh, okay.
Through items as well as affecting your own. So
not just like life. There's meter. There is movement deficiencies.
Yeah, and so you hear whenever Kula's doing her special right now, she's got no meter, so you're hearing that sort of like bang kind of sound. Like it's dinking kind of thing.
Oh, that it's like,
and so you want to switch
it off?
Yeah,
okay.
and so that'll sort of like a reduce damage, reduce effectiveness, fireballs won't go as far, that sort of thing. So that's when you really want to switch out to the other character.
Got it. And you can't switch while blocking.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that would be that would be too good actually. Like, oh, that character's almost messed up. Let me switch.
Well, that's the thing is that it won't help you because health is shared between both characters.
Oh, Oh, that's true. That's true.
So really, the game really focuses a lot about meter.
Did he really just roll it?
I think he really just rolled in there.
I got another question also.
Yeah,
Keenan. Can you combo from grabs? If you can't, how do you stop someone holding the block button forever?
Well, I mean, the block degrades, so there's your option 1.
Yeah.
Grabbing out of grab, that's option 2. Items out of block, that's option 3. There's a couple different ways to get through it. As for comboing off of grabs, I don't recall seeing that. I think when we get to the final roster and people get their hands on it, maybe we'll find out then.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
That would be an interesting thing to test. Like, say you throw somebody, and does it give you the ability to tag, or maybe somebody does have like some kind of a juggle state throw. Who knows? And that's for you guys to explore when the game is out. I'm pretty sure we can't get to the meat bones.
We haven't mentioned the potential of what about a grapple character?
Ah, yes,
right.
The grapple characters. Because mainly these are rushdown characters. These characters will rush you down.
We have a lot of rushdown in this demo, this initial character showing, but we got a lot of characters to go, and a lot of them I think will be surprising.
Oh wow, I can't wait. It would be like the brawlers, the one with like armor moves, ones with like the grapplers, the ones with zone-ish type of heavy projectile base.
Definitely some zoners.
Yeah. Yes.
Have we gone over the KO state? The KO state. So you'll see
KO,
that.
no.
So the idea is this isn't your typical fighting game in which the objective is life to 0. Instead, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get them life into that danger zone. That when they're it's like the last 6 of their life, and it's flashing red. And basically, anytime you're at that point, you're vulnerable to a dream finisher KOing you.
Is that the way to finish?
So they're at green here, and then when they get down to the last 6, it'll be red, and it'll be a thing on the screen that'll say like that they'll be essentially in danger of being KO'd. And so when they get to 0 health, though, basically what it means is that every other hit you take will result in a stun.
Oh,
so you have to be real careful. That's a real dangerous place, and people go like, well, if you're in stun, that seems like it's a free hit. That's where items come into play, right? So guy's in stun, guy's about to get dream finished, all of a sudden drops a pan on the guy's head, cancel that dream finish. So that's your last bastion against defense if you're still on the ropes.
Can you gain health back?
You can. So there's certain items that are life up.
Okay.
Oh, that was great. We just saw a switch out mid combo there where the screen turns black. That's how you know it's a mid combo switch.
Finish chance.
Yeah, finish chance.
So
now Yuri is in danger of being dream finished with just any dream finish that comes out.
Now you can still block them, right?
You can still block them. And the other thing is you can't combo off of normals into a dream finish.
Oh.
You have to combo off a special or hit them cold.
Got it. Also, they can just keep getting hit with normal hits, but as long as it's not a dream finish, then they're still good to go.
You're still in the round.
Oh, wow.
So now he's in stun form. So this dream finish could go through.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like if you get a traditional KO, they get into that stun state, that's a free kill.
It's kind of,
it can be. It can be.
Yeah, because if they're still alive and an item pops up, that gives them life back.
Items.
Yeah, the items are very.
There's always that last. I've seen that too, more often than you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay. So we have the bases now. The meters sharing, the life meter sharing, and then when they get into that red state, they're only finishable with the dream finish.
The other thing to it is characters in the back will gain meter faster. So really what they want, what the director told me is that the game is really about the sort of watching your meter. That's really the core focus here. So it doesn't really pay off to have one character out there for too long. You really want to continue to swap through them, constantly be able to burn through meter as you need it. And that's really only possible through swaps. You do get meter back a little bit for the standing character out, but it's really slow compared to the character in the back, which is why you want to constantly be switching it up.
I really like that idea. I remember there was another fighting game that I played where it's a 2-on-2, but meter you gain only goes to the person in the back. So you have to constantly switch back and forth to keep using meter.
They want you to be proactive instead of like somebody hogging all the action.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it just forces like a really bad position.
Well, I mean, people would build out a lot of strategies and say MVC3 out of just that main character. And you'd have the characters that be more like assist characters. You just sort of bring out for assist stuff, but mostly you're fighting on just that one character. You definitely didn't want that in this one. It's definitely about switching through and knowing both characters. And actually, one of my favorite things to see is a lot of the combos are capable only because you're switching out to different characters.
Okay. Oh, we actually missed one of the core items for fighting games. Training mode and tutorial.
Absolutely. So there is a full, robust training mode and, of course, the tutorial mode, because this is – a lot of people are going to be like, this is familiar. But, you know, I think a lot of people at home, they've heard me talk about all these different systems. And maybe you remember the second one, the third one.
Sure.
But you might not know the first one. And so, yeah, it is something that you can really just jump into. But if you want to take your time, really make sure you know those basics, we got you covered. Tutorials in there.
Yeah, so it's safe to assume, there is a...
There it is. There's that statue.
Oh, there's...
Both characters on the ground.
Training, tutorial, challenges, special unlocks. If you do, maybe... special unlocks to where, like, you either maybe get an accessory or get a special background or a name title. You know, all these cosmetics would probably, I mean, that would be.
We'll have to see in the final.
Yeah,
version.
we're gonna have to see in the final version. Yeah, hint though. Yeah, it's pretty popular though. People like when they play online, they like to decorate their characters and like what they're known for. If they have a catchphrase and it's on a title, boom, they have it up there.
And that's all in there. We have an entire selection of profile options.
Profile options. There it is.
Will SNK Heroines have a mission mode like 14? KOF 14.
That is a wait and see item.
That's wait and see?
That is definitely a wait and see item.
Okay, what else?
So that was a little different than a lot of people have seen we've seen so far from mine. So each character has two dream finishes. It's either activatable by R1 or down R1. And some characters have a mid-air R1. So Leona doesn't have a down R1. She has a mid-air R1 and an R1.
This game is
so
fast.
we saw there was Mai's down R1, which is that sort of immolation move.
Oh yeah, like I said, this game looks really, really fast. Which I mean, traditionally that's how SNK games are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure you guys. I'm pretty
wow,
sure you guys can't answer this, but I'm gonna throw it out there anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of people are asking how many characters are there going to be.
That's
definitely no. Right?
That is definitely. You know what?
Predictable.
That is predictable.
Get bodied. Will there be a demo available? Multi-Breath wants to know.
Ooh, okay, that's a good question.
Well, let's stay. We haven't announced anything about the demo yet, but you know we're going around all year up until launch and beyond. We'll be touring this game with various different demo builds, so that should give you a hint of what's to come.
Okay. All right, so
can I throw out one more?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Can we adjust? Pathless Ninja asks, can we adjust the number of rounds, or is it just one round all the time?
It's a one round sort of title. They want it to go fast, but you know the funny thing about it is you'll be surprised. Games can be over quick. Sometimes it takes a while. You know, and so it's not always the same speed. Yeah.
What are those two items under the timer?
So those are the items that they've currently picked up from the orbs. That's Tornado on the left and Mine on the right.
And that's a landmine?
It's a landmine. And so what's really great about that one is you can place that, using the right stick, you can place it kind of where you want. Down kind of puts it close, left puts it behind you, right puts it behind them. Yeah, so certain items just activate, like that SP item. No, sorry, the SP item is also directional. There's the life up. That's just any direction to activate. But a lot of these items come in a certain way depending on your input. We haven't seen a lot of item play yet. I think a lot of people who are used to fighting games aren't thinking about the right stick at all ever.
I should get on that because I play Smash with items. I'm gonna throw everything on them.
Because there's a lot of really good items out there. I'd love to see a little bit more. A lot of people throwing it out there.
Here's a question. Can you talk about the next possible demo spot you're going to have?
So next demo possible spot is actually going to be at PAX East.
PAX East.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be with Nintendo on that one. So if you come by the Nintendo booth, you'll probably find me. honestly.
Yeah. Oh, so you mentioned Nintendo, so obviously on the Switch, it's
Yep.
going to be on the PlayStation 4.
Yep. So we have a digital version that'll be on Switch and PS4.
Okay, digital
The
version.
physical version on Switch.
Physical version on Switch.
And then the physical version for PS4 is tied into our limited edition that's available on the NISA store.
Oh.
Or rather the SNK online store. That's snkonlinestore.com.
Okay.
You can grab the limited edition for both Switch and PS4, but if you want a physical PS4 version, limited is what your option is. But will be physical everywhere on Switch.
My favorite question. Any interest in adding this title to major fighting game events?
You know, a lot of that,
or working with.
We are absolutely behind it. We're already talking. I mean, I was fortunate enough to be introduced to you, and we've been talking about this and bringing it out here. I really want the same for a lot of other tournaments as well, and it'll depend a lot about the fan reaction. You know, especially if the SNK guys, they're totally behind having a tournament scene for this, but it's really going to depend on the audience, right?
Audience, absolutely.
So when we see people out there playing this in side stages and stuff, and I say we're way behind these guys on like supporting this. We really do want to support this title, but we got to see the love for it, you know.
Yeah, we're the same way, you know, we're as a weekly event, we have titles that never really get the shine sometimes. And so we put it to the test. We're like,
exactly.
okay, you know what? We'll bring this game out. It's just a matter of how many people are interested, and if people are interested in watching it too, and see how the feedback goes, and go from there. Because, you know, we have our yearly event, SoCal Regionals, and that's usually the that is where we put everything to the test. That if people shown up throughout the year for their favorite titles, we're going to support it in the biggest event that we have. You know,
there's nothing, I feel like, this is my personal opinion, but I feel like there's nothing more sort of distracting than a game that comes out that already sort of decides it's going to be esports or decides it's only going to have a competitive scene before you even get it out in people's hands. And so I don't want to see that happen to this title. I want to see this grow up organically, right? If people want to see this, we will get behind it.
Clap, clap, my man. That's exactly the message that a lot of us want to hear, because when a game,
if you want to see it at a tournament, let us know.
Yeah,
let us know. We want to talk to those people too.
When a game comes out, it's our job to find out if it's competitive, like if there's anything broken in it, get our feedback, and then we decide if it's like, all right, you know what, this game it has some things that needs to be ironed out before we take it to the next level. But you know, if it's close enough and every event seems to have a good reception to it, that we're that much closer to having something even more supportive down the road. So I'm with you there, man. I hope everybody down there believes the same thing.
And new SNK for KOF 14, they've shown they're willing to go in it for the long haul too. You know, if the reception is there, they will support the title.
Awesome.
And we feel the same way. We are 100% behind them on that.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Got one more question
until
this.
For sure.
Last question on my list, and then people can start throwing stuff at me again. Someone just really wants to throw some pie tins out there. So is this game just auto combos?
So the lot of the combos that you're seeing are those sort of square. That's that one right there. But that's not, if you're just relying on that, you're not gonna get far.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your little combos in, but you're gonna be really predictable.
Yeah.
People are gonna roll all over you. It's about really finding out how those link up into your heavies, how those link up to your specials, and how do you link those specials into your dream. So when you start out and you're learning those auto combos. You're like, okay, this is what it is. This is the range. This is what the effect's going to be. This is going to knock back, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Start experimenting out a little bit further. Now you're looking at heavies. Now you find how heavies fit in. Now you're looking at how specials fit in. Now you're seeing how specials fit into your dream finishes. Now you're seeing how to do switch out combos. So really, it just sort of starts with those auto combos. But that's just a building block of your whole tool set.
I did notice like that mashing light. It only gives you like, at least for Kula, it just gave me like a 3-hit light combo, and then that was it.
No, that's all it gets you.
Yeah, guys, think of like Dragon Ball fighters, right? When you're pushing light, you're going to get a couple of hits to a launcher, to a couple of hits more, and a straight like pummel down move. You know, that's not how you.
That's not going to be optimal.
No, it's not optimal at all.
You don't even get that kind of a finisher in this game. It's just 1, 2, 3, and then you're on your own.
Yeah.
The training wheels are real short in this
And
game.
you got to leave yourself open to getting counter hit on the next hit.
Oh, wow.
So you got to figure out how to finish that.
That's good. No, because you guys also have to think, too, like when you're introducing a game to your friend, when those options are available to them, they've never played a fighting game, they're going to be more interested in all the cool stuff that's coming out sequentially versus like, oh, only one punch is coming out and I can't do all the other moves, right? People get discouraged that way. But, I mean, once they want to take it to the next level, again, there's some core elements that they have to piece together. Yeah.
You know, this game really does reward experimentation. I want to see people get out there getting creative.
Yeah. Hey, guys, we are at the last 5 minute mark before we start the tournaments. Please let us know any more questions you may have about SNK Heroines. It's going to still be here at Wednesday Night Fights. They're going to have a couple demo stations. And actually, if you want to check out more of the title on stream, our boy RS is going to have it on his stream casually. So, Kyobi, if you can put his stream link on there to show.
I'll go ahead and update that command for sure.
Yeah.
You know, this is just the start.
Yeah, this is the start.
This is the start. We really want to. We really want to thank you for having us out here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wednesday Night Fights. We want to make this a thing that happens not just once, not just twice, but as many times as you guys want.
Yeah, dude, I'm thrilled to get the feedback from everybody. That's my job. My job is to report to you guys to give us something that's gonna go for the long haul. You know what I mean? Because nobody knows what they like until they put at least some effort into it.
Yeah.
Put Xenoblade waifus, please.
Xenoblade waifus.
That's too funny.
Yeah. Who's your favorites so far?
So far, revealed, Leona's kind of an old favorite of mine, probably since KO 99, and probably Yuri.
Yuri? Yeah.
Yuri, Leona. That's pretty strong, actually pretty strong combo there.
Yeah, Yuri would probably be one of mine because she was on my team on 96, 97, because she was like very basic when I started with her. And then I would probably put Leona.
Oh, I really like this question.
Yeah.
/StarEX asks, how many items are in the demo / plan for the game?
I don't got a full number for you, but I think it's around 20.
20 items?
Holy crap.
Yeah, you're going to be slipping on some bananas.
Oh, man, that's some Mario Kart
and it's
stuff
completely random, right? This item builds, is it random?
Yeah, so it comes out random, except for the case of when you get that red life. That's when you get a very specific item. That's when you get the SP. The SP allows you to use that off-camera character to use an attack, which depends on whoever you have in your back. It'll depend on who they are for how it comes out. But otherwise, it's completely random.
You know what would be dope if
that's why moving around is going to be really important. Not getting that corner, moving around, grabbing those, always coming back to the middle, grabbing those orbs, using more items. You know,
in the team battle, as your opponent is, as your teammate is in the background waiting, they should have a command to be like, hey, tag me in or something like that, or like a little bubble saying, do this, do that. That would be a request for me to have a little bit more interaction with.
So there is some stuff that the character in the background can do. But yeah, we'll have to wait till see.
We'll have to wait
version.
and see. Oh man, that's really cool.
I
think we have time for one more question. One more.
Where was it? I just lost it. Oh, I asked either you, Travis, or your colleague over there, how is this game going to work on arcade sticks since I don't know
good question.
Right stick?
Okay, so that's a little bit tricky. Since the game does have R-stick functionality, we do recommend pad.
Okay.
We've talked to a couple different people about, how does this sort of work in. And we don't have a set answer just yet, but we do know we're looking into, what are stick players, what can they do in that situation.
I might have an idea actually. Like have a button, like you hold the button down and then just tap direction, and